before we get to our top 5, there is something I did want to, and we don't have to spend too much time on it, do a little 5 minutes or so, but I did want to quickly review the Kevin Hart roast.
That's exactly where I was going. Spider-Man meme. Let's go.
Come on, man. Sometimes, a lot of times,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I
I was definitely about to bring that up because I forgot we didn't talk about it.
So go ahead, B. Lead us into the roast topic.
Well, real quick, did everybody see it?
I did.
Okay.
Okay, all right. We saw the roast. All right, fuck Breezy. We saw that roast though. So yeah, on Sunday, May 10th, Kevin Hart had a roast on Netflix with pretty star-studded Tom Brady, The Rock, who else was there? Shane Gillis hosted.
I'm your extremely white host, Shane Gillis. I'd just like to thank Netflix for choosing me to host this celebration of Black excellence.
Cheryl Underwood, Pete Davidson, a bunch of people, a bunch of names were at this roast for Kevin Hart, and they promoted it pretty heavily on Netflix. So I was looking forward to it. I was looking forward to the roast. Um, Now I was wondering why some names weren't there, but I don't assume. Chris Rock, his homie,
That is a question
Chappelle,
I had. Yes. Yeah.
Another one of his homies. I was wondering why they weren't there, but they could have been busy, whatever the case is. They weren't there, but it was still, in my opinion, I enjoyed the roast. I'm a huge fan of comedy, and I understand how roasts go. I understand it's pretty much a no holds barred thing. I feel like they tried to prepare us for that as much as they could with the promotion of it on Netflix, saying nothing was off limits. So you knew there were going to be jokes about his, his not being monogamous in LA, in Las Vegas, which I'm actually surprised it wasn't more jokes about that.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the roast. Of course, the controversy is having Kill Tony there and his joke about George Floyd, which I'm sure I'll hear thoughts from you guys about. But it was controversial. But I feel like maybe worse jokes were made.
Yes. We're going to go around the room. We'll start with
Yeah,
our
but before we get to that, yes, well, yes.
But a
Bell.
question for you, B. Before
Oh,
we
I'm
get to
sorry.
that, question for you. What were some of your highlights?
Regina Hall, always. Um,
HHM
but no.
Regina
Uh,
Hall or Tiana Taylor?
oh, Regina, come on. For me, Regina
Okay.
is
Okay.
all. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Chelsea
okay.
Handler. Never mind.
Yeah, the chill.
Oh God.
Chill. Chill. Some of the highlights for me, I really enjoy Shane Gillis hosted. I see people really didn't like Shane Gillis.
I don't think they really get it all the way, but I
Yeah,
hear you.
I enjoy Shane Gillis hosting. Um, I liked how even though I could see the setup in the beginning, I liked
Naeem.
Tom
Oh,
Brady coming out. I did like Naeem getting some shine. And of course, Cat Williams coming out.
okay. Okay. All right. All right. Bell. Oh, low lights.
Low lights. I think it was a little too overproduced. Like I understand you fuck with a lot of people, but we didn't need people to write jokes for Draymond Green.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't need to hear from Draymond Green. And I understand Kevin Hart, that's your man. I don't know. Y'all play cards together. Apparently, you giving your man a look. I get it. It's cool. I might do the same shit if I'm in Kevin Hart position, but as a viewer, I don't need to hear from Draymond. I don't need to hear from Tiana Taylor. She could come out and do all the dances she did to the Fave video, objectifying women. But I didn't need to hear from her.
All right. Bell, please share.
Okay. The roast overall, I think it was pretty good. It was a lot of open mouth, like, oh my God,
Mhm.
joke,
Yes.
a lot of that. And I do feel like people maybe they don't really know what a roast is or haven't watched roast before, because every roast to me is like almost like that. Like
Right.
there was, but here was a lot. But like you said, there were worse jokes, right? So even with the George Floyd thing, he made a joke about Charlie Kirk right before the George Floyd joke.
Yeah.
So, like, are we just picking and choosing the jokes? Like, someone made a joke about the slave ships. So, like, there were worse jokes than that. Again,
Yeah.
it it's a roast. It's jokes. It's way below the belt. That's
Yeah.
what you just gotta look. Roasts are hitting below the belt. They talked about the lady husband committing suicide. Like,
Yeah.
come on
It
now.
was. Yeah.
It
All right.
was
So
it was a lot.
highlights for you, Belle. What were some of your
Highlight. I liked Usher's opening.
Watching Kevin ain't the same for nobody. What the f*** you know you commercial? Had to do a roast, cause them jokes ain't cracking like they used to. Look at what money does to you. Yeah.
And I liked his remix and his way of roasting Chris Brown. I like that he brought Meek out at the end.
Yeah.
I did like that Cat Williams came and he admitted like 3 times that he hated Kevin Hart and he was an industry plant, but he still came and did it for the money. And I liked The Rock too.
Of course.
That sounded a
That-
little.
that nigga
That
can
sounded
object-
like some objectification right there. You see her voice tone? I love The Rock too. Like her voice got different and shit.
Oh, her voice sound accepting of objectification.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll look at him in some gray sweatpants, might take a peek.
Mm.
Not a stare, but a peek.
Okay, so wait a minute. Before Reggie goes, what about some low lights for you, Belle?
Low lights, just like the overly racist stuff. That was kind of like a little low light. I feel like they couldn't wait to get that off. They've been waiting,
Mhm.
So, it's some points. But I will say it. They did it across the board though. Like they talked about the Jews too. Like, so
Right.
everybody caught shots. When Kevin Hart loaded the gun and everybody got it, like
Right,
boom, that was it.
Yeah.
And Serena and Venus coming out, like what was they there for?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I
You
forgot.
know,
Yeah. Completely forgot about them.
Yeah, so that was a little light.
Exactly.
So that's what I got.
Reggie.
Yeah, so we're gonna start with just my overall impression of the roast is that it was excellent. It was genuinely funny, right? It was genuinely funny, and even some of the I don't know what you want to call it. Some of the racist jokes were funny too. So I mean, overall, I thought it was good. The highlights for me was Usher coming out. That was pretty cool. Kind of like what Belle said, like Cat Williams, Meek, and The Rock. I thought The Rock's portion was I was on the floor, but I know I had a couple of drinks in me while I was watching it. But
Actually here tonight because someone needs to chew up Kevin's food and spit it in his mouth. Isn't that right, my little chocolate baby bird? You laugh because it's true.
I mean, it was good. I mean, I think overall it did what a roast is supposed to do.
Yeah.
The low light was for me was the George Floyd joke.
Good though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you right now. George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
I felt like it was an unnecessary joke. At that moment, I think that to me, roast, it's supposed to be, predominantly directed towards the person that's getting roasted, and I feel like it was just a low hanging. Full disclosure, the joke was excellent. Like the joke was excellent. The delivery of it, the put together of the joke was excellent. However, to me, like I said, the roast is supposed to be about the person who's being roasted, and the only thing that George Floyd and Kevin Hart have in common is that they black, and it just seemed like a Yeah, it just seemed like an easy way to kind of shit on somebody that has been shit on a lot after he died. You know,
Yeah.
people continue to shit on George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of, I think what Rebellion said is interesting that a lot of I think that sometimes comedians or people use these moments to be able to say things that they wouldn't normally say.
Yeah.
But I felt a lot of the jokes were inbound. I mean, especially like lynching Kevin Hart from a bonsai tree was funny as shit. Like,
Yes.
it was funny as shit. But that joke is because of Kevin Hart's stature. Like, it made sense. It was directed towards him. The George Floyd thing just seemed out of bounds. And I know there were a few jokes that were just out of bounds, but I just felt like that joke was kind of like unnecessary, and I feel like it was done for a very specific purpose. But overall, I thought it was excellent. But the George Floyd joke and I would have probably liked that joke better if it was done on your comedy set.
Right.
I just feel like at that moment, because it's a good joke. I'm gonna keep saying it. It's a good fucking joke. But at that moment, for a roast to take that kind of shot, I just felt like it was unnecessary, and I would call it a racist joke, in my opinion.
Facts. What up? If you made it this far in the video, we appreciate you for tuning in. But don't let it stop there. We got several videos on the channel for you to tune into. And don't forget, you can always tune in to the podcast on all podcast platforms. Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, you name it. TBD the Radio Show is there. So just put it in, TBD the Radio Show. Enjoy. Leave a comment. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you didn't like. You know what I'm saying? And we on all social media platforms. Just search literally TBD the Radio Show. With the exception of X, we are TBD Show Live. We need more followers, so make sure you go to X and hit that button. And after this video, if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you feel compelled, share the video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. But as always, it's all TBD. Let me get back to that video for you. So, I enjoyed it overall. It was funny. Highlights for me, Chelsea Handler. Think she did look great, all made up with her boobies sitting up. You know what I'm saying? I see the appeal. I don't think at that point she's getting close to hear me out, but I don't think
which is fun. Nah, she not to hear me out. She where she at? So real quick, now I'm sorry not to cut you off, which is funny because I was watching his other show, Funny AF. Yeah, she was on there also, and it was like, oh, Chelsea Handler's on there, and it was like, oh, okay, Chelsea. But she came out at the roast looking like, oh shit, where Chelsea at?
I was about to say that, yo. Like on Funny AF, it was like, oh yeah, Chelsea, like, okay, yeah, whatever. But on the roast, like, oh shit, Fifth, I see it. Regina Hall, of course, she was definitely a highlight.
I love you, and I'm so proud of you. You won Best Picture of the Year. Oh wait, no, that's for me. Hold on, because you didn't win.
Tiana Taylor was a highlight. Tiana Taylor, to me, her whole attitude and all like that, it's a lot to deal with. You know what I'm saying? A certain type of nigga could be with her because I think it's just too much. But they could have kept her out. Tiana Taylor was ass, but she looked great. I mean, shout out to her. Okay. But she always does. Shane Gillis. I'm a fan of Shane Gillis. You know what I mean? The show tires, whatever, but I'm a fan of him. I like his brand of comedy. I think he did a good job hosting. I understand for people that aren't very familiar with him why they didn't get it, but he got that awkward style type joint. So like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had all played, even when he would like laugh at it and be like,
Yeah.
"All right, I know," but that was
Yeah.
like,
That's his. Listen.
right.
Yeah.
I'm with it. Tom Brady, I thought that was great. You know what I'm saying? Like Tom Brady, the fucking man to me, and he did what he was supposed to. Jeff Ross, the roast master. I love Jeff Ross. I'm surprised nobody like called Jeff Ross look like a white nut or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they dug at his cancer, and the whole time I'm thinking somebody gonna get this opportunity to call him like a white ball sack or something like that. That's what he looked like. But he was great. I even like the boy Big J. I'm not familiar with boy.
The queen of roasting is not here tonight, Nikki Glazer, of course, because it's Chelsea Handler's week with the substance.
Oh yeah, he was good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or got Philly ties. I thought boy was good. I thought Draymond was even good with his nervous energy
Yeah.
and him laughing through it and him, you know what I mean, do it.
Pete Davis is here. Why?
I thought he did a good job. What I also, that ties into what I really didn't like, is that roast was like really deuced as opposed to like a gathering of actual peers to like do it. So, all right, he delivered them. And of course, Cat Williams.
Say that Kevin was a Hollywood puppet, and I want to explain that because it might not be what you think.
I'm a Cat Williams fan. So for that nigga to come on, I forgot who it was that said that a year ago they actually squashed the beef behind the scenes.
Mark Lamont.
It really didn't look like the energy that Cat was given. It was like it was real. Right. Yeah. Even with the hug.
Yeah. The hug seemed awkward.
Yeah.
Then you see this nigga running back and forth. What the fuck? Like, but
he went this way and that way and this way.
I love it. Two little niggas, first initials with a K. You know
they gotta make a movie, yo.
Come on, man.
I know that's like two storybook, but I would love to see it.
I agree.
There's so many different scripts you could just you type it in the chat GPT. Make a movie about two short comedians.
Now, some of the okays. Lizzo was okay. I'm not mad at Lizzo. I don't think Lizzo need to be there, but okay. Naeem, he was okay. Some of the jokes for me were just all right, but I fucked with him. I would have preferred Spank. I think he's funnier than Naeem, but Naeem, I think is a sharp writer. So you know, and Pete. I thought Pete was okay. He was the one that made the Charlie Kirk joke, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Charlie Kirk, George Floyd, those two jokes to me were in poor taste. The George Floyd joke didn't need to be, and he purposely left it at the end and then skipped through it. Like he had a hiccup in it, either to get it out or whatever. I think he even knew, but he did it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think that nigga should have been on there. I'm not all right. Last thing I'll say is last two things. One, the questions I had that B started with: where was Bill Burr? Where was Chappelle?
Yes, Bill Burr.
Where was Rock? Where was maybe Louis C.K.? Where was Jamie? You telling me all these niggas had something to do? And then you look out and see a crowd, you got niggas like George Wallace there. Fucking Venus and Serena was there. Like a whole bunch of niggas was there. But none of these niggas was there. There's a reason why at least one of them niggas wasn't there. And it wasn't because they weren't busy. It's because they wasn't going to go up there and be a part of that shit. I believe.
Yeah.
All right.
I believe that played a factor.
Who was that?
I know.
Is it Chappelle or Rock? I think it was Chappelle.
Yeah, it might have been Chappelle.
Do you think either Chappelle or Rock, in their mind, is too big for this?
No, I think they look at it like a community.
I mean, yes, but I don't think. Yes, they are too big for this, but as big as Kevin Hart is, and he's our friend. No, yeah, I'm too big for this bullshit. But no,
I got you.
Yeah, I'm showing up.
Yeah, one of them should have showed up. What was you gonna say, Big? My bad.
Last thing, I know we ran a little long on this topic. You said 5 minutes, but we've been going. I did want to have one more question. What was the moment where you realized, like, oh, the gloves is off on this roast? Because I know specifically for me when that happened. Do y'all know?
It might have been a dead person joke, but it was really when the rock started talking about fucking his wife.
Oh,
Hey, Nico. I'm just going to say, how about later on tonight, you and I together, we'll open up a bottle of tequila and, we... Stop squirming, Kevin. Don't look at me like that.
Oh, that was
okay. That was like towards the end.
That was at the end, but I mean, it was. I know it was before then. What was your moment, B? And it's probably a moment that it was.
It was when Jeff Ross said making a joke on playing on the name Cheryl Underwood, telling Pete Davidson that's where your dad was found on 9/11, Underwood.
Oh, yeah,
crazy to me.
Yeah, but Hinchcliffe also did a joint on his day. I think the moment for me,
I'm just saying the first moment, like, because that was earlier in the show, so that was like, oh, okay, this is that type. They don't
when
give
they
a fuck.
talked about Cheryl Underwood husband before it got to Shane talking about her and saying, "Listen, I promise I'll talk to her before this." Niggas was talking about her husband and the way she looked.
Yeah,
Cheryl Underwood, more like under a rock. Who even is this bitch? You look like a grape Laffy Taffy that went through the dryer. How have you been sitting next to me and playing drums the whole night?
Yes. Oh, these niggas going in. Oh, last thing, another low light. Kevin Hart was ass at the end. It was at this moment. Yes, it was at this moment I said to myself, "Oh shit, am I getting to the point where niggas are be like, he not that funny?" I'm not saying it was ass, but I expected more from him. Like, now that y'all did all y'all roast shit, even on a freestyle, I expected a little better joke from him. They were all right, but what made up for it is they brought Meek out and then played the credits on Meek. That was kind of fucked up. But it was
Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.